Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. We are back from the little break between Halloween and now, and today I am here with a little bit of a review. So, I'm sticking with the black background. I think it looks really clean and nice, and so I'm just going to continue this journey of the black background. But today, we have a review of this product. It is the InStylish Multifunctional Makeup Sponge. It is a microfiber makeup sponge. So you can see the texture on it. It does have a texture to it unlike a normal sponge, but it is pretty squishy considering it is dry. So InStylish did reach out to me and asked me if I wanted to try this and if I wanted to review it, so that is exactly what I'm doing. This is not a paid sponsorship in any way, shape, or form. I am going to give my honest opinion. I have been trying this out for the past couple of days, so I wanted to show you that. They gave me two, so that's the one I've been using, and then that's obviously a new one. Just wanted to let you know I have been trying it. So I wanted to give you my honest opinion of what exactly I think of this. So this is how big it is dry, and I'm going to go ahead and go wet it real quick so we can see the difference. Okay, so here is the difference of the sponge. This specific sponge is called the Not Basic Microfiber Sponge. You get a 2-pack for $12.99, but they did give me a code Shannon10 for 10% off. They have on their website a ton of different sponges if this is not your cup of tea, but like I said, this is the one that I chose. So today I'm going to be going in with my foundation. This is what I use and have used for over a year now. It's the Rimmel London Lasting Finish 25-Hour Breathable Longwear Foundation. High definition finish, medium coverage. And I'm going to go ahead and apply it how I normally do on this side. No, which side am I breaking out more on? We'll do this side with the sponge and this side normally. So I'm going to just quickly, I use my fingers. So hold on. Okay, so yeah, we're going to do this side normally. So I just, because it's more of like a water-based foundation, so it's not thick at all, which is why I personally like it. It gives enough coverage to where I feel comfortable, but I'm not caked with foundation because that's not my cup of tea. So I just kind of spread that out, and then I honestly just kind of take my fingers. I know nobody uses their fingers anymore for foundation. That's such a non-beauty guru thing to do, but I just like it that way. That's my personal preference. I just feel like you can get in everywhere, and as long as you're not too harsh, like you don't have to worry about having it not blending out right. Okay, so there's that side. And then I will zoom in and obviously show you the difference. But now let's go ahead and try it with the sponge. So this will be my 4th time using this sponge. I'm going to just do what I did. I just kind of painted on right there. Again, it's really light coverage, so kind of looks like a lot, but it's not. And then on the side of the nose and on the chin. So I have the sponge, and it does have instructions. So it says, attention, 1. Clean the sponges with water before the first use. After moisturizing, squeeze water out with palm to avoid nail scratching, pulling, twisting, and fracture. 2. Please wash the product by professional cleaner. It should be kept in cool and ventilated environments to avoid mildewing and prevented from insulation. 3. Please replace the product regularly according to your time of use. It is supposed to be replaced every 15 to 30 days. So, there's that. So I'm just going to use it like a normal sponge and just pat it in. I know that microfiber sponges are kind of all the rave right now, so that's why I wanted to try this one. I was given the option of a couple, but I've never tried a microfiber sponge before, so that's why I wanted to specifically go for this one, because it is something that I've never tried. So I thought it would be a really good review. Okay, so that is the foundation applied on both sides. I'm not going to apply a second layer because this doesn't really soak up a lot of product, and so I felt like I was able to get a little bit more coverage on this side versus my fingers. Next I'm going to go in with my concealer, and we'll start on this side. So I'm going to just take a little bit there. I don't want it to dry out, so I just again take the old finger and blend it out. That's truly how I do my makeup. And we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to just put it right there and blend it out with the sponge. Okay. I will say it does make it a lot quicker. So, that's done. And then we'll do powder real quick. That's my base. That's how I do my base. It's just literally so simple. Foundation, concealer, powder. So for this side, I don't use my fingers. I use this. It's a Mayron powder puff. And I just lightly set under my eyes and my eyelid. And then I don't like to really set the rest of my face. And then that, I'm just going to take the powder and set. I just want to show you the base products because I know that's really what the sponges are used for. So we'll zoom on in. Okay, so here is the foundation side with my fingers. And we'll do, there's that under the eye. I do have creases under my eyes. I'm a human being. This is the sponge side. Oh. Okay, so looking at it close up, I will say, I notice here, obviously where like everybody has pores, that it's not as prominent as it is with just using my fingers like I normally do. The pore in that area feels a little bit more smooth over, so I do like it for that. And I do like the sponge. I feel like it's a little bit different because it's not a normal sponge. I feel like it dries a little bit quicker than a normal makeup sponge, because my favorite one is the Real Techniques one, and I feel like that one kind of stays a little bit damper longer. This dries pretty quick, but it stays bouncy and large for a long time. I do like the way it applies powder underneath my eyes. It makes it sit, and what I really like about this is the fact that it doesn't soak in a ton of product. I mean, I've used this this is now the 4th time, and you can see it right there, but it's not soaked in. I don't know how to describe it. It's like the product is just sitting on top of the fibers. It's not soaking into the sponge. Like, I guarantee if I went and washed this right now, you wouldn't even be able to tell I used it. So these are the claims. It says, why we love it. Covered by a velvety soft microfiber outer layer, the microfiber sponge is made of dual layers, which creates a barrier, allowing products to sit atop the sponge rather than stick to the sponge, which is what I was saying. It does not like soak into the sponge. It says the new feature was designed to achieve full coverage using less product in less time. Using micropore formulation, this ergonomic sponge ensures impeccable streak-free application with minimum product waste. No matter the formula, liquid, cream, or powder, you're left with even velvety coverage. Which I do have to agree with. It makes my skin look really smooth, which is why I personally like it. I feel like my cheek and everything, even going over the breakouts that I have, nothing's sticking to them, and nothing's making them seem more prominent than they are. I feel like it just makes everything really smooth. And this isn't a full coverage foundation, so I would love to see if you do try this. I would love to hear about how it works with like full coverage, because I don't have any because I don't wear any. So, but it makes the coverage there, but it looks really natural, and it sits on the skin like it's melted into the skin, which I really do like. So I would have to say that I do approve of this sponge. I would give it probably like an 8.5 out of 10. I think that my only like beef with it is the fact that I feel like it does feel a little bit dry after a while, but it's funny because when you squeeze it, like, there's water you can see on my hand. And I don't know, I like the cooling effect of a sponge, so that's probably it, but I just feel like it's really nice. I think if you want to try a microfiber sponge, I would totally give this a shot. I will leave the link down below with the website. Again, you can use the code Shannon10 to get 10% off, which means it's about $10 for 2 sponges, which I think is a pretty fair price. So I want to say thank you for InStylish for sending these to me to try. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more, and I will see you next time.